take a slow breath and just be here for a moment. If you are listening to this, there is a part of you that feels tired of trying so hard, tired of holding everything together, tired of wondering when things will finally work out. And that feeling is okay. You are not alone in this. Many people carry silent pressure inside them, trying to control every outcome, trying to fix everything at once. But what if the answer is not in trying harder? What if the answer is gently letting go? Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you give up on your dreams. It simply means you stop forcing things that are not ready yet. It means you stop holding so tightly that you forget how to breathe. When you let go, you create space, and in that space, something beautiful begins to happen. Life starts to move again. Energy begins to flow, and slowly, quietly, miracles begin to enter your life. Right now, you may feel like things are not going your way. You may feel stuck, confused, or even lost. But not everything that feels like a delay is a problem. Sometimes, life is preparing something better for you. Sometimes, what you are waiting for is also waiting for the right moment to arrive. There is a timing to everything, and that timing is not always in your control. And that is not a bad thing. It is actually a form of protection, a form of guidance. The truth is, when you try to control everything, you create resistance. And resistance blocks the natural flow of life. It creates stress in your mind and tension in your body. But when you begin to relax, even a little, something shifts inside you. You stop fighting with life and you start moving with it. And that is where peace begins. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to trust. You are allowed to believe that things are working out for you, even if you cannot see it yet. You do not have to have all the answers right now. You do not have to rush your journey. Life is not behind. You are not behind. Everything is unfolding in its own perfect way. So for this moment, just soften your grip. Let go of the need to control every detail. Let go of the fear that things will not work out. Replace it with a quiet trust. A simple belief that something good is on its way to you. You may not know how, and you may not know when, but you can choose to trust that it is coming. Because miracles do not come from force. They come from alignment. They come when your heart is open, when your mind is calm, and when you are willing to allow life to surprise you. And as you continue to listen, you will begin to feel this truth more deeply. You will begin to remember that you are supported, guided, and never alone on this journey. There is a reason why letting go feels so difficult. It is not because you are weak. It is because you care deeply. You want things to work. You want certainty. You want to feel safe. And so, without even realizing it, you start holding on tightly to people, to outcomes, to plans, and to the way you think life should go. It feels like if you just try a little harder, control a little more, think a little longer, everything will finally fall into place. But underneath this need to hold on, there is often fear. Fear of losing something important. Fear of being disappointed. fear that if you relax, things might fall apart. And so you keep trying to manage everything, even the things that are not in your control. You replay situations in your mind. You overthink your decisions. You try to predict the future so you can avoid pain. And slowly, this becomes exhausting. Sometimes, this way of holding on comes from past experiences. Maybe there were moments when things did not go as planned. Maybe you were hurt or things slipped away without warning. So now, a part of you believes that holding on tightly will protect you. It feels like control equals safety. It feels like if you don't let go, nothing can go wrong. But the truth is, holding on this tightly does not always protect you. Instead, it can create more pressure inside you. It can make your mind feel heavy and your heart feel restless. You may notice that even when nothing is wrong in the present moment, your thoughts keep pulling you into worry. That is the weight of trying to control everything. And it is important to understand this gently without judging yourself. You are not doing anything wrong. You learned this way of thinking as a way to cope, as a way to feel secure. But now, it may be time to see that you do not have to carry everything on your own. Not everything needs your control. Not everything needs to be figured out right now. You are allowed to loosen your grip, little by little. You are allowed to trust that not every outcome depends on you. Life is not asking you to control every step. Sometimes, it is asking you to trust the next step without seeing the whole path. So just notice this within yourself. Notice where you are holding on too tightly. Notice the tension it creates in your thoughts and in your body. And instead of forcing yourself to change, simply become aware. Because awareness is the first step toward letting go. When you try to control everything, it may feel like you are protecting yourself, but slowly it begins to take something away from you. It takes away your peace. It fills your mind with constant noise. You keep thinking about what could go wrong, what you should do next, what you need to fix. And even when you try to rest, your thoughts do not stop. This is the hidden cost of control. It does not always show on the outside, but inside, it creates a quiet heaviness. You may notice that the more you try to force things, the more tired you feel. Your energy gets drained, not because life is too hard, but because you are carrying more than you need to. You are trying to manage outcomes, timing, and situations that are not fully in your hands. And this creates stress in your body. It can feel like tension in your chest, tightness in your shoulders, or a constant sense of unease that you cannot explain. Control also creates resistance. When you are attached to one specific outcome, you close yourself off from other possibilities. You tell life, it has to happen this way at this time. And when it does not, you feel frustrated, disappointed, or even hopeless. But life does not always move in straight lines. Sometimes, what you think is the best path is only a small part of a bigger plan. By trying to control everything, you also lose the ability to be present. Your mind is always somewhere else. thinking about the future or worrying about the next step. And in doing so, you miss the calm that exists right now. You miss the small moments of peace that could support you and restore your energy. There is also an emotional cost. When things do not go as planned, you may start to blame yourself. You may feel like you are not doing enough or not being enough. But the truth is, not everything is meant to be controlled or fixed by you. Some things are meant to unfold in their own time, in their own way. And this is where a gentle shift can begin. When you start to see the cost of control, not with fear, but with understanding, something inside you softens. You begin to realize that holding on this tightly is not helping you the way you thought it would. It is only making your journey heavier. So instead of pushing harder, what if you paused for a moment? What if you allowed yourself to breathe without trying to solve everything? This simple pause can create space, and in that space, you begin to feel a little lighter. You begin to see that you do not have to carry the weight of the entire journey on your own. Letting go is often misunderstood. Many people think it means giving up, walking away, or losing something important. But that is not what it truly means. Letting go is not about losing. It is about releasing the tight grip you have on how things must happen. It is about softening your need to control every detail and allowing life to move in its own natural way. When you let go, you are not saying that your dreams do not matter. You are saying that you trust the process enough to not force it. You still care, you still believe, but instead of pushing and struggling, you begin to allow it. You give space for things to unfold, rather than trying to make them happen instantly. This shift may feel small, but it changes everything inside you. Letting go also means releasing resistance. Resistance is that inner tension that says, this should not be happening, or this must happen now. It is the feeling of fighting against the present moment. But when you let go, you stop fighting what is already here. You begin to accept this moment, not because you have given up, but because you understand that this moment is part of a bigger journey. There is a quiet strength in letting go. It takes courage to trust when you do not have all the answers. It takes strength to relax when everything inside you wants to hold on tighter. But this kind of strength is peaceful, not forceful. It does not come from pressure. It comes from trust. As you begin to let go, you may notice a gentle shift within you. Your mind starts to feel a little calmer. Your body feels less tense. You are no longer trying to control every outcome, and this creates a sense of relief. You begin to realize that you can still move forward without carrying so much weight. Letting go is not something you do once. It is a practice. It is a gentle reminder you give yourself again and again. In moments of worry, you pause and soften. In moments of fear, you breathe and trust. You do not have to do it perfectly. Even a small step toward letting go creates space for peace. And in that space, something new begins. You become more open, more present, more at ease with the unknown. You stop forcing life and you start flowing with it. And that is where things begin to change, not just around you, but within you. There is a quiet power in trusting something greater than what you can see. Even when things feel uncertain, even when the path is not clear, there is always something working behind the scenes. Life is not random. There is a deeper flow, a hidden order, a gentle intelligence that is guiding things in ways you may not fully understand right now. And when you begin to trust this, something inside you begins to relax. You do not have to figure everything out on your own. You do not have to carry the full weight of every decision, every outcome, every what if. The universe is not against you. It is not ignoring you. In many ways, it is supporting you, even when it feels silent. There are moments when things do not happen the way you expected. But that does not mean nothing is happening. It simply means that something else is being arranged, something that you may not be able to see yet. Trusting the universe means allowing yourself to believe that there is a bigger picture. It means understanding that delays, changes, and even challenges can be part of a greater plan. Sometimes, what feels like a setback is actually protection. Sometimes, what feels like a pause is actually preparation. And when you trust this, you stop taking everything as a sign that something is wrong. This kind of trust is not loud or forced. It is quiet and steady. It is a soft belief that says, even if I do not understand this moment, I trust that it is leading me somewhere good. And this belief creates peace within you. It allows you to move through life with less fear and more openness. As you begin to trust more, you also begin to notice small signs of support. Things start to fall into place in unexpected ways. The right ideas come to you at the right time. You feel guided, even in simple moments. This is not something you need to chase. It naturally happens when you stop resisting and start allowing. You are not walking this path alone. There is a flow that is always moving with you, always supporting you, even in ways you cannot see. And the more you trust it, the more you align with it. You begin to feel that you are held, that you are guided, and that life is not something you have to fight, but something you can gently move with. So allow yourself to lean into this trust, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. You do not need full certainty to trust. You only need a small willingness to believe that things are working out for you. And from that small willingness, something deeper begins to grow within you. There is a timing to everything in life, even if it does not always match your expectations. You may want things to happen now. You may feel ready. You may feel like you have waited long enough. But life does not always move according to your schedule. And that can feel frustrating at times. It can make you question why things are not happening yet, or why your efforts are not showing results as quickly as you hoped. But what if this delay is not a rejection? What if it is not a sign that something is wrong? What if it is simply part of a perfect timing that you cannot fully see yet? Sometimes things take longer, because they are being prepared in a deeper way. Sometimes you are being prepared at the same time. Growth is happening within you even when nothing seems to be changing outside. There are moments when you think you are ready, but life knows there is still something important unfolding behind the scenes. Maybe there are lessons you are learning, strength you are building, or clarity you are gaining. These things cannot always be rushed. They happen slowly, step by step, in a way that supports you for the long term. It is also possible that what you are waiting for is still finding its way to you. Circumstances are aligning, paths are crossing, and small details are coming together in ways you cannot control. If everything came instantly, without this preparation, it may not feel as stable or as meaningful. Timing adds depth. Timing creates balance. When you begin to understand this, you start to relax your need to rush. You stop asking, "Why is this not happening yet?" And instead you gently say, "I trust that it will happen at the right time." This shift may seem simple, but it changes the way you experience your journey. It replaces pressure with patience. You do not have to force time to move faster. You do not have to compare your journey with others. Your path is unique, and your timing is your own. What is meant for you will not miss you. It will arrive when it is supposed to, in a way that fits your life perfectly. So take a breath and allow yourself to settle into this moment. Even if you do not understand the timing, you can choose to trust it. You can choose to believe that this phase of waiting is not empty, but meaningful. Something is growing, something is aligning, and something is quietly moving closer to you with each passing day. There comes a moment when you begin to notice how much of your energy is being used by fear. Fear of what might go wrong, fear of things not working out, fear of losing control. It shows up quietly in your thoughts, in your doubts, in the way you question yourself again and again, and without even realizing it. Fear starts to guide your decisions, your emotions, and your expectations. But there is another way to move through life, a softer, calmer way, and that is through faith. Faith is not about knowing everything will happen exactly the way you want. It is about trusting that no matter what happens, you will be okay. It is the quiet belief that life is still supporting you, even when things feel uncertain. Shifting from fear to faith does not happen all at once. It begins with small awareness. You start to notice your thoughts. You begin to see when fear is speaking inside you. And instead of following it automatically, you gently pause. You take a breath, and you choose a different thought, a softer thought, a more trusting thought. Instead of saying, "What if everything goes wrong?" you begin to say, "What if things work out in ways I cannot see yet?" Instead of expecting the worst, you allow yourself to consider the possibility of something good. This small shift may feel simple, but it begins to change your inner world. Faith brings a sense of calm that fear cannot give. It relaxes your body. It quiets your mind. It allows you to move forward without carrying so much tension. You are still aware, you are still present, but you are no longer overwhelmed by constant worry. As you practice this shift, you begin to trust yourself more. You realize that even if challenges come, you have the strength to handle them. You are not as fragile as fear makes you believe. You are capable, you are supported, and you are growing every day. This is how faith begins to take the place of fear. Not by forcing it away, but by gently choosing trust again and again. And the more you choose it, the more natural it becomes. You start to feel lighter, more open, more at peace with the unknown. So in this moment, just notice your thoughts. Notice if fear is trying to take control, and instead of fighting it, softly shift your focus. Remind yourself that you are safe, that you are guided, and that you can trust the journey ahead, even if you cannot see the full path yet. Now, gently bring your attention inward and allow these words to settle into your heart. You do not need to force anything. Just listen and let each thought flow softly through you. I release the need to control everything. I allow life to move in its own natural way. I trust that what is meant for me is already finding its way to me. I am safe even when I do not have all the answers. I choose to relax into this moment. I let go of fear and I welcome peace into my mind and body. I do not chase, I do not force, I simply allow. I trust the timing of my life, even when I cannot understand it yet. Everything is unfolding for me in ways I cannot always see. I am open to receiving what is good for me. I am ready to accept things as they come, with calm and trust. I release the pressure I have been carrying. I do not need to hold everything together on my own. Life is supporting me, even now. I trust that delays are guiding me, not stopping me. I believe that something better is being prepared for me. I allow myself to breathe, to soften, to feel at ease. I am not in a race. I do not need to rush my journey. I am exactly where I need to be in this moment. I trust that every step I take is leading me forward, even if it feels slow. I am patient with myself. I am kind to myself. I allow things to unfold without resistance. I let go of the need to know how everything will happen. I trust that the path will reveal itself step by step. I am open to surprises, to unexpected blessings, to quiet miracles. I believe that good things are coming to me at the right time. I do not need to force them into my life. I surrender my worries. I release my doubts. I choose trust over fear. I allow myself to feel supported and guided. I am not alone on this journey. There is a greater flow that is carrying me forward, and I choose to move with it, not against it. I welcome peace into my heart. I welcome calm into my mind. I allow my body to relax. I trust that everything is working out for me, even now. I am open. I am ready. I am at ease with the unknown. As you begin to let go and trust more deeply, something beautiful starts to open within you. You no longer feel the need to chase every outcome or force every result. Instead, you become more open, more relaxed, and more aware of the quiet possibilities around you. This is the space where miracles begin to enter your life. not because you demanded them, but because you allowed them. Being open to miracles does not mean waiting for something magical to suddenly appear. It means shifting your energy. It means expecting good things without holding onto one fixed idea of how they should come. Life often works in unexpected ways. Sometimes the answer comes differently than you imagined, but it brings you exactly what you need. When you release resistance, you begin to notice small changes. You feel lighter. Your thoughts become softer. You are no longer fighting with life, and because of that, life feels less heavy. In this state, you become more aware of opportunities, signs, and moments that you may have ignored before. These are the quiet ways miracles show up. Miracles are not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they are simple. A new idea comes to you at the right time. A situation resolves in a way you did not expect. You feel a sudden sense of peace where there was once confusion. These small shifts matter. They are signs that things are moving in your favor. When you are open, you also begin to trust more easily. You do not question every step. You do not doubt every moment. You move with a gentle belief that something good is unfolding for you. This belief creates a calm confidence inside you. It allows you to stay steady, even when things are still unclear. It is important to remember that you do not have to do anything special to receive miracles. You do not have to prove yourself or earn them through struggle. You simply need to allow space for them. And that space is created when you let go of fear, when you release control, and when you trust the process of life. So in this moment, allow yourself to be open. Open to change, open to growth, open to unexpected blessings. You may not see everything clearly yet, but that does not mean nothing is happening. Something is always moving, always aligning, always preparing for you. And as you continue on this path, you will begin to notice that miracles are not rare. They are natural. They are part of life when you stop resisting and start allowing. And you are already on that path simply by choosing to be here, to listen, and to trust a little more than before. And now, as you come to the end of this moment, just take a gentle breath and notice how you feel. You do not need to rush back into anything. You do not need to carry the same weight you were holding before. Something within you has already begun to shift. A small space has opened. A quiet sense of calm has entered. And that is enough for now. Remember, you are not behind in life. You are not missing anything that is meant for you. Everything is unfolding in its own perfect timing. Even if you cannot see the full picture yet, you are allowed to trust this journey. You are allowed to relax into it. You are allowed to believe that something good is always on its way to you. Keep coming back to this feeling. Keep reminding yourself that you do not have to control everything. Let life meet you halfway. Let things unfold naturally. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself as you continue to grow and let go. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to support this space. Like this video, share it with someone who may need to hear this, and subscribe to stay connected with more peaceful and empowering messages. You can also leave a comment and share how you feel right now, or what you are choosing to let go of today. You are safe, you are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. And whenever you need to return to this calm, this space will always be here for you.